everyone, Mirage Fly here, bringing you another game of Company of Heroes 2. This time it will be between Looney and BoB Smiley on Samoski Winter. Looney will be our US Forces player down in the south, while Smiles will be Europa Commando West player in the north. As for the commander, there's Airborne Company for Looney, as well as Armor and Infantry Company, the three original commanders that you start off with. While BoB Smiles already locked into his Scavenge Doctrine, giving him Thorough Salvage, Jaeger Light Infantry, Infiltration Tactics, the Ostwind, and the 105mm Howitzer Barrage. As for starting builds, we have two rifle squads going onto the field for Looney. Meanwhile, in the north, we got two Vogue squads going up for Smile. And nothing really too unparticular. Everyone's just moving out the cap as usual. So in the first minute of the game, no one really fights during this time because, well, if someone's rushing your cutoff at this point, it's either a good thing or a bad thing. And depending how that turns out, you could either just not get your cutoff and lose horribly, or you could force a squad back and get considerably more map control. Well, as the other side will have not collected any resources, as they'll have no points under their control. I probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but I'll keep saying what I'm saying. Anyways, looks like Looney's already locked in the Armor Company. I particularly enjoy this company. It allows me to play the Lieutenant tier and the Captain tier without needing to go to the Major tier to bring out any armor. And the M10s are pretty good against armor. They also have quite a bit of HP, now requiring 4 hits to be killed by most anti-tank weapons. Now when I mean most anti-tank ones, I mean things like tank guns, which generally deal 160 damage. No rifles are on the cutoff. Gonna likely be moving up. Vokes are on the field. Rear Echelon are moving up. They want to keep harassing the truck. Could possibly turn into a Ford medical truck. Rear Echelon will probably want to jump in, but Looney's still capturing. Rifles are going to need to get over there, but the deep snow on this map is incredibly annoying to maneuver. Looney really can't move his rifle into the area, but it looks like he's going for the point instead. Also, we got forward battle group headquarters being established. I'm not sure if this is a good idea, but it's probably going to be set up since the rear echelon, well, they don't put out much firepower. And stern binders are now repairing. And hopefully I think the warping's going to be fixed. It actually looks incredibly weird. Alright, we got rifles shooting the Volks in the building. Once this established, it'll be incredibly difficult for the US Forces player to shift in the early game, as the Overcommand West player will have a reinforcement point near the front. Another rifle squad moving forward, though.
The mobile command has been set. The static post is now in operation.
Looks like Looney's caught in some assault engineers. We'll give him a flamethrower, which will be good for at least doing some damage to the truck and clearing out this garrison. We got immediate reinforcement going on the stern pioneers. We got an early Raketin coming up, interestingly enough. There's not many squads for Smile, but he should be able to hold this position simply because... Well, actually, it may actually be able to hold this position, so he's facing 3 rifle squads. Once his Volk squads are still moving down, but the snow is slowing their progress. Stern Pioneers are getting chewed up, and it's going to be more manpower bleed on Smile. The match, he's not going to be able to heal that squad as he's still in combat, and it looks like the rifles may attempt to close in, or... Looks like they're moving to the truck, but it may give them some shots at the Stern Pioneers. But we do have healing going off. They're currently not in combat, thankfully. Looks like folks are going to bail out for healing. Stern Pioneers are going to jump in the building instead, and that's seen more firepower. However, both sides are in green cover. Looney could move one of his rifles to this area over here. They'll allow him to get flank shots at the Volks. Cover is directional. Surprisingly enough, the rear echelon haven't lost any models in the buildings, but then again, if you're fighting in the building, you keep taking health damage until you reach that point where you start dropping models, compared to green cover where individual models tend to be focused by bolt-action rifles. Like, look at all these squads. They haven't lost many mercs, but they're taking quite a bit of health damage all around. Looks like assault engineers are not going to be coming up. Oh, flamethrower would be useful down the help in the south. We're just going to duel it out for a while. Looney's not really going to cause many casualties. It would allow him to capture the field now, since all of Smile's units are now near the center. More rifles are coming up. No tech chosen yet. All the rifles being focusing on the Stern Pioneers. Folks will jump back in the house, again engaging the rifles. This squad needs to get back in cover. They are now in the open. The wall has been blown apart by their catching warfare. Assault engineers will be more on the field. We have bars, look like they have been purchased. There's soon to be more fire ambulance coming up, but still no tech for Looney. Stern pilots from that what looks like we'll lose a rifle squad in the building. Way too late retreat. I really think Looney should have brought one of these assault engineers down with the flamethrower. It would allow him to clear out these buildings, and then Smile wouldn't be able to keep jumping in and out of the buildings. So we have Jaeger light infantry being popped somewhere. They will engage the assault engineers. Assault engineers will attempt to close in. Hopefully none of them will get sniped on movement. Looks like the assault engineers may be able to win this. They're doing significant damage, but they just lost a member. We'll keep an eye on their health. Looks like commanding. Nice, we'll have to deal with bars in the building. However, these rifle squads don't have anything. No grenades going on yet. Looks like Jaeger light infantry will lose horribly to the assault engineers, but this will give Looney the field advantage, but he hasn't brought any command, well, officers yet. Looks like he just upgraded his captain tech, however. He's going to need that healing, however. Looks like he cancelled the ambulance that was on the way, so he's going to have significantly wounded squads during these fights. Looks like he will get out of the house and pull away his BAR rifleman. He needs to pull his squads out. Looks like he will finally be forced out of center. These rear echelon should fall back. They have no help at all. Mechanized has been established, interestingly enough. Right, we're going for massed infantry and going to conversion or light vehicles, but we do have captain tech, and captain tech is a counter to the mechanized truck. These rifles should be able to deal with these Volks since they do have bars. I think they only have one bar at the moment, but they still have more firepower than the Volks who have, despite not one hit of veterans, see down to half health. Will be forced to jump into the house. This simply gives Looney more map control. He's now had the field throughout the entire game. Most of it. Our captain's going to start capping, however, trying to reclaim some map control. Captain has hit the field. Looney's spent all his manpower in reinforcing. Snow is slowing down the advance. Rifles are probably going to jump into this house. They do have quite a few windows on this building.
Krauts have cut our supply line. Frontline units are being hung out to
That two
dry.
stern pioneers. Oh, we do have mass flank. Battle Group headquarters is currently getting upgraded. But the stern pioneers are going to fall all the way back to base. Stern pioneers move to a dangerous retreat, but I think they should be able to make it. Mine goes off, rear echelon take the brunt. The captain's moving back towards center. The captain's exposed, needs to fall back. Folks are moving back, they have not managed to capture the fuel, however. This squad's particularly low. Truck is under siege once again. Captain should get up here and begin using his bazookas on the truck. Want to take it down as quickly as possible because it has been now converted. You can tell by the antennas. The Jaegers have been popped out of the building. Flamethrowers would be good. Mass rifle fire does seem to be working though.
Standing by for setting of command post.
Looney could jump into the building himself and would or smile to eat a grenade or go into a shootout with it. Also make it a lot harder for him to defend the truck and be around it to heal. Honestly, I think he should jump into the building. There's not really much the OKW can do to clear aside from throwing grenades, and once it goes down, it means there's no longer a building for him that he can jump into. Captain may go inside though. Looks like he will. Grenade. Almost collapses the building. The building will go down soon. House will go down from a grenade. However, more capturing is happening. Assault engineers have begun capturing the point. This squad needs to begin capturing. Looney will get back on that, however. Captain and rifle squad are forced off. Ambulance is way too close to the front. Not sure what Looney's trying to get from his tech. He's going straight to Major, relatively late. I would think a lieutenant would have been better at this point. Have HMGs try to lock down the trucks, since the 50 cal is particularly good against the Over Commando West, as they don't have things like rifle grenades or snipers. Looney still has full map control, or general map control. Been forcing Smile to consolidate in the center lately throughout the match. Well, the squad will probably need to be forced to pull back. They need to get out of there. Oh, that's a bad retreat path. Those Sturms are waiting. And steep snow. We're probably going to lose this squad retreat. We will lose another rifle squad for Looney. Immediately buys a replacement. Rifle squad forced to pull back, but once again, deep snow is incredibly annoying on this map. Don't know why this map is still in the auto match pool. Deep snow is going to really make it difficult for units to retreat. And once again, Strim Pioneers are waiting on the retreat path. And once again, rifles will be forced to go through deep snow. But that rifle squad will get away though. Folks are forced off from the field. Field up north has been cut off. Jaegers are moving into capture now. Hasn't really done much with his assault engineers in terms of the role. No demo charges or flamethrowers. We got a leg coming up. May be effective given that you need something to bomb the rifles out of green cover with. Grenades would also be good for the US player, but he doesn't really have the munitions since he bought bars. He really shouldn't fight. Right here, he's now fighting against a strong. He doesn't have any sort of artillery. Here he gave bars to his rear echelon. Should probably just move out north to resecure the field. Looks like Smile. Oh, we'll move back onto the field. Almost forgot to finish the capture on it. Infiltration grenades. They will miss. Leg fires, misses at first shot. Folks taking significant damage from these Red 2 rifles, but leg may eventually hit them. Or may not hit them at all. Captain will jump into the building. Leg's getting closer, but not close enough. Rifles may try to close in or look at a repositioning instead. Shell's still missing since Smiley is firing at max range. Stern Pioneers are moving on to Captain. Sun Engineers are moving in. Captain will be forced to pull back.
Stay in cover and return fire. Infantry assault.
Folks will be forced to pull out, but they're pulling out in deep snow. Should be able to make it though. More engagement down in the center. The Captain's under attack, but Red 2 re-echelon. We really need some sort of tech or unit from the tiers. Still using tier 0 or units. Shoe mine's going down. Looks like we have an M10. I don't know. Did he actually buy his major or did he cancel it? I think he actually canceled his major. So never mind that. M10 will be useful against the infantry, mainly because it's a crush machine. It doesn't need, and there isn't really much AT for our Axis. We got mines going down everywhere.
Area secure. Cover the advances.
M10 may hit the mine. It looks like Looney may have seen the mine prior. We'll take it out. Once again, rifles are on the flank. However, is just feeding vet at this point.
Command level capabilities ready for deployment.
Squad will make it back. Or should make it back. I have no idea. Look how we have Jagdpanzer coming out for AT. will be difficult to flank if it position itself around here. And if Looney goes up down the main road. Strempine is getting to the building. Captain squad taking significant damage. Hit 3 Strempiners. Captain needs to get out there. M10's trying to crush the building. The Captain is moving up, however. Jaeger light infantry squad engaging, but will be overrun by the team. Light will not suppress any squads in there. Assault engineers will pull back to avoid losing miles. They are relatively expensive. He does get the Jaeger light infantry squad. M10 is moving back. Axis has been forced down to the south. Jagdpanzer is coming up to bring AT firepower, but then we'll begin repairing. Looks like the folks are moving forward. We'll be forced to engage rifles to recover and with double BARs. Looks like Smile knows where's the tank is. Jagdpanzer will miss its first shot. M10 will probably get out of there. I don't know what these rear echelon are doing, why they're running straight into the Strempine. They will fall back. Maybe a bad retreat path though. This is gonna be hell for Axis. Those folks are getting chewed up by the BIR rifles. He's got no real line infantry to fight. This rifle squad should probably do something. The leg will hit them. It is short range. Hard mass retreat from our Commando West player. More Jaegers have been deployed. Captain may get decrewed here since it has to make a turn.
Enemy flanking us!
Rifles have pulled back. Our Axis have captured Fu. We even got booby traps set down. Still not sure what Looney was doing with his captain deck. He really never bought anything from his tiers aside. He just got the captain. Maybe a pack howitzer would have been good, or some sort of AT gun to begin sieging the truck. But I'm pretty sure he could place it here and start shooting the truck. Looks like we got a dozer on the field though. Forces the Jaegers to retreat. Can go up north and harass more Jaegers. Captain's getting torn apart. Rifle should probably move back here before him to retreat so they don't go through this horde of infantry. So they'll be focused on capturing or just keeping at range of the building. Jagdpanzer is moving up to get the dozer. M10 is not currently in action. Jagdpanzer will reveal itself but misses its shot. Squad may be able to get out since Strempiners don't get their next combat buffs until Vet 4 and Vet 5 after Vet 2, or I'm pretty sure they don't. He's been spending much of the game reinforcing his infantry, and I guess that's why he hasn't bought anything for the captain tier. Could have gone Lieutenant Tech though. We got some more infantry firepower. Bazookas aren't really done much. Strempiners will not get the mine up, but will lose no mares. However, it'll take a while for it to get back in action. Grenade going off. The grenade will miss despite the fact there was deep snow in the way. The rifles are pushing up. Of course, we're the Volk squad. Rakatin almost gets immediately decrewed. Jagdpanzer will rotate. Both sides are missing or not penetrating. Rakatin does land a hit. And M10 is on the ice. He will not get sunk though. Or he's still being pursued and will reveal himself. Gets abandoned instead, however. Because the Jagdpanzer's going to stay there and try to finish off the tank. Dozer hasn't moved up, however. Would have been a good time to make a push. It looks like he's been thwarted for now. He's given his assault engineers BAR. It's not really what I call a good choice for him since they're too fragile. They'll give you that prolonged sustained DPS. Flamethrower will probably have been better. We now have an Austrian on the field. Now, Assault Engineers are Vet 2, but they haven't really done much throughout the game. They haven't sent no mines or demo charges. Almost hits the Skirms and the Pioneers in the back. AT grenade will damage the engine. Nice hit from the Dozer, I think. Almost wipes out the Volk squad. Assault Engineers are forced back. Austrian is on the field. The captain does get decrewed, and looks like the US may try to steal it. However, he's going through deep snow. He needs to pull back and a concussion grenade going off. Something you don't see every day. The captain will probably not get away. Austrian gets it. US really needs some sort of indirect fire, at least something to pressure the truck from behind the buildings. Austrian's now coming around. We have no AT currently up for allies. He can buy another M10. You really shouldn't be trying to capture under fire. You can't afford to keep bleeding manpower. Another attempt to steal a Raketin. This is probably a very bad idea. Just wasting manpower at that point. It's guarded by way too many units. Rifles forced back to the field himself. We got another Dozer up. We'll give him significant better anti-infantry firepower. However, you really need some sort of anti-tank, and it's going to be a while before he can reinforce all these squads. He does not have any manpower at the moment. But he is deciding to go back out once again. Yeah, Panzer's back in action. Dozer will be spotted. Needs to jump back into tank and get out of there. Stay off the ice. May actually lose it on the ice. He will dive into the smoke. He needs to keep moving his tank back. He really should. Almost thought he's going to lose it due to an attack ground move. Austrian's going to shut down the infantry assault, as there is no AT. Captain's way out. May actually lose the squad. Let's go. Those who Stern Pioneers, but they're going to the VP in the north. Dozer has engaged Jaeger infantry, but they will get out there. So I don't think this is the best way to play Armor Company. I think it's focusing too much on just pure rifles and really need some sort of supporting unit, either in terms of machine guns or support weapons from either Lieutenant Tech or Captain Tech. I mean, he had the fuel advantage. He could have bought anything he wanted earlier on. I think just bleeding manpower at this point due to all these vehicles. Or the Austrian, wouldn't it? So engineers are pulling up, but they're relatively clumped. Dozer's once again caught on ice. Needs to pull back out of there. Needs to keep moving back. Raketin gets decrewed. Dead Panzer and Volks are rotating down. There's still nothing to fight this Austrian. Dozer doesn't have penetration on the main gun, or not really good penetration.
Enemy movement! On the flank!
And now this is really a really bad retreat path for our allies. M10 has reached the field. But he will lose another rifle squad. Now he doesn't have much in terms of infantry. Trying to sink the Jagdpanzer. he's moving in with all his armor. Quite a bit of it. He's probably gonna lose the dozer. M10's gonna get around. However, there's a Raketa in the back. We'll lose the M10. Howard, the main gun on Panzer has gone down. Raketa is now moving up. And Dozer will get a lucky penetrating hit on the Jagdpanzer. Volk will bounce off the tank. Maybe I'll actually get back to base, but Ostwind and Raketa are chasing. And we will lose the Dozer. And now the ambulance is caught out of position. Which I think they have lost at this point. They don't really have much. What can they do to come back? He's lost all his fuel lead. He has to deal with an Ostwind. He has no anti-tank. I think unless he's going to bring something out from the company he command.
American forces holding on.
All he really has is anti-infantry firepower.
Good hit! Combat promotion!
And we got salvage going off, going to give our over command of West Moorfield. He's got the Jagdpanzer in production once again. I'm just not sure what can be done here. We got also mines going down. We got no sweepers. Sadly, assault engineers do not sweep. He will not hit the mine though. Looks like he knows that there should be a mine in the area.
We've captured it.
We got a 57mm coming up finally. Kind of late though.
Jagdpanzer had
Veterancy awarded! Enemy fire! Enemy fire! Assembly complete.
Just not sure what Looney can do. He may prolong the game, but I don't think he's gonna win. He's lost way too much. However, Commander Westflare is just getting more and more resources. He's also stockpiling quite a bit of manpower. We even got another Ostwind coming up onto the field.
Point secure.
Another 57mm being produced though. Will help deal with the Ostwind. Rifles are forced back. They may hit the trigger the mine though. That was not very painful. Generally you expect mines to kill someone, but that was probably the weakest mine I've ever seen. Seen probably may see a rifle grenade go off. 57 needs to move up. Cover is stopping the Ostwind from murdering the infantry, thankfully. So I attack around through the hedge. Used to re-pick up that BAR and pull out. This is why we lost our assault engineers to double browning. Yeah, you should probably keep moving these AT's gun back. We don't want to keep your anti-tank guns out in the open. They should be back at base with the rest of your forces if you're forced out the field. I've lost too many AT guns by overextending and leaving them on the field. And everything else is retreated back to base. I honestly don't think the second dozer was a good idea. You know, though, yes, it gave him more infantry firepower, but maybe just M10 spam would have done. And allow him to crush through all the infantry since there's no snares and could just bum rush the Jagdpanzer and use superior numbers. In the end, that's a strat I like to do, is just crushing the infantry, not giving a damn who's in the way. Doesn't work against certain units though. Particularly Panthers, since they're generally fast enough. And you don't really reliably penetrate their front.
Squad, ready to move.
But anyways, a bunch of Jaeger infantry is going to make this difficult. that snipe's going to start kicking in with all the rifle damage that these rifles are taking. 57s have set up. 57s are not hitting, sadly. We will lose a Jaeger squad.
We've lost a squad of infantry.
And Leg will land a lucky hit and kill one of the retreating squads. These 57s are just not hitting.
Combat unit ready.
More rifles being produced. Allies are now back to their base again. Over Commander West is getting more and more resources. We don't have anything going for our allies. He's down in everything, manpower included. They're trying to pick up the BR. They will get pinned before they get there and are still getting chewed up. They may actually lose the squad. Oh. Tried to pick up the bar. That didn't go well, even with sprint. If these 57s could get the vet at 1, it would help them. Our leg shots in him do not help. We also got a booby traps out on the point. That's going to cause significant casualties if he runs a squad through there. Rear echelon with double BARs. Or 1 BAR. Oh, this could be painful. Takes out 3 members. Squad needs to pull that out. Austrians are now moving up. I think our allies are just going to bleed out at this point. If not, we triple capped. Surprisingly, you know, Schweer's been established. Last trucks are just sitting there. You know, but he could put it up. He's got folks on his right side. Maybe he wants to push through those. Would be easier. They will commence the base bombing.
Americans down to 75 points.
Something got hit. I'm assuming it's not one of the squads, but one of those things that you can nail in the base that somehow counts as a kill confirmation. Same thing happens in the Over Commander West base. If you hit, let's say, the antenna or something, your units will say that they killed something, which is really strange. Or maybe it's just my game. Booby trap goes off once again. Life is getting chewed up by the double Austrians.
They are down only to 50 points. Shot over.
57 now has Vet 1, but there are no munitions to give it longer or range and line of sight. Life was getting chewed up. Infiltration grenades. Jaeger are forced to pull back. The US player may be able to at least get one step out of his base before this game ends. But the Austrians coming around.
They're down to 25 points.
.57 now setting up. Will not get a shot. His 57s just keep missing. I think that's a good game for Looney. I think what he did wrong as well, he didn't really utilize his tiers. His structures to try and lock down the truck earlier. Like a 10 and 50 cal. Oh, and force, yes, there's the leg that came out for Smile, but the 50 cal would pretty much pin down or suppress most infantry around this truck. Again, he wouldn't be able to really fight around, and he'd be forced to flank or try to pop Jaegers to deal with the 50 cal. Or if the captain tier had kept going, he should have sieged the truck with 57mm or 75mm pack howitzers. Because there's not really much he could have done to the truck with just riflemen. Grenades don't really damage it. Small arms is going to take ages. I don't really think you can actually penetrate. Well, I think you can hurt it with small arms, but you're just going to take way too long. But yeah. Looney really, well, didn't have anything to deal with this truck despite the fact he had map control for a considerable amount of time. He did both the south and the north, and he kept Smile in his well, defensive position for quite a bit of time, but he had nothing really to Mr. Job, and he just kept making more and more riflemen. But anyways, that's my opinion on this game, and this is Mirage Fla, signing off.